VC updates with your dev, all about Hulk Eno and now about more. It's been 24 hours since our last update, so without further ado, I'll jump right into it and leave it open to questions, comments, feedback, thoughts, or concerns that any member may have. All feedback is welcome. We do not believe in the concept of FUD as long as it is in the form of a question and you're listening for an answer. So, guys, I'll start it off with what I've been saying since we have a lot of things coming out, right? Um, Shill to the best of your ability. Nothing too difficult, in the announcement channel, click the fire heart emoji, comment on some tweets, hype it up, retweet if you can. No pressure if you don't want to flood your Twitter accounts with Hulk updates, as there are many. But yeah, try and participate whenever you find fit, whenever you're available. Jump on VC, jump on the spaces that we're going to be having. Even if you're in a loud environment, you can't necessarily listen along. It is helpful to have more heads in there. Ask a question. We're going to be exploring more of the space together, and we're going to be continuously incorporating this as far as our network. But I get ahead of myself. Let me jump into the updates and tell you more about what is to be expected in the near future. There's a good amount of updates, and we're on the cusp of very, very bullish delivery. So I want to keep you guys informed as they're all coming along. I do want to announce the Wolverine migration as well. Check them out. Project that's been alive for more than a year. And a migration is no small thing, right? Especially in times of the bear market, it did go extremely well. Their market cap is going up 3.6 ETH buy with more buys that have come in. Obviously, it'll go up and down in the beginning. So if you're interested into it, find your entry. They are the creators of the Meta Brawl Inu game, and they are the ones that are partnered with all of the Meta Brawl Inu characters. Um, so yeah, with that being said, the Meta Brawl Inu gameplay trailer should be coming soon. As far as now, we are partnered with Wolverino in the sense that we are the same team with the same, how should I say, network, the same possibilities and capabilities, right? As of now, we're operating independently. So, obviously we're both not necessarily stressed, but, stressed and busy. So, as far as all more info about that, I know as much as you guys, which we think is nice and fair. So that's what I wanted to say about our brother token. Big shout outs to them. Hulk Inu merch line is coming soon. I put more pressure on the designers, and I've actually also offered for us to design ourselves. We have SMK and Ken on our side where we can knock out the designs really quickly. They are more detail oriented than me, and that's fine. We like that. We want quality product. But at the same time, we know that we said it was going to be soon, and now soon is turning into later. And I'm feeling like we need to hurry up the process. As far as integration after design in 1 or 2 days. So after this call, I was already texting with our communicator all day. With a little bit of that sass, like not to be like, I'll fire you because that's a reset, but more of a come on, let's get this going. But yeah, so I'm gonna just basically offer up to do the designs. We get discount, but then that discount goes into paying the designer anyway. But then we are faster and we have more control. So now that I've said it out loud, I think that's the route we're going. Um, we have new collaborations with projects. The first is Pocket Cows. They are tweeted up. Time and date is tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. EST. So feel free to jump on in. They were on our space this weekend. So give them a look. Oh, I just looked at the chat. That's nice. Sweet. Pump pump. My angel voice. Or the angel tunes, I guess. I wasn't talking at that time. So yeah, guys, hold it up because we have some bullish announcements that I'm covering in this VC. All right, hold on. The chat's distracting me. You guys do your thing. I'm gonna keep going with the update. I shouldn't have looked. I was looking at Pocket Cows announcement. So along with the shills, right? Um, make sure you retweet that. The whole idea of us collaborating together is more exposure for each project, bring communities together, but also outsiders get to see that we're collabing with other projects. This worked wonders for Volt Eno in the sense of, we're stronger together, help each other. Obviously, Volt Eno is a superpower among the space, so their version of help is much different than ours. But this is the benefit of being the younger brother, right? You see what your older brothers have done, and when the time comes for you to do it, you have more insights as them being your role models. So feel free to tune in tomorrow. I'll be hosted on our Twitter. I'll be posting up um, the uh, the timer for the space after this call. So yeah, feel free to come join in, and when you're in there, retweet the space, set your reminder, etc., etc. And that is the first of many, which I'll get into in the near future part. I don't want to stray ahead of myself. Well, no, actually, that's here in my notes. So many more are planned, and how we're gonna do it to not, how should I say this? To divulge information or distract. We will be announcing the next space after this space, and we're going to be doing our best to keeping that system going forward. So every time we have a project AMA, we'll announce the next one after. This will be up instead of our VC update for the day. We will still have time for updates. It will be inside of our pitch as well. So yeah, it'll be pretty simple. Introduce what we're doing, welcome the other project, tell them to tell us about their project. I say tell about yourself, but I mean, let's be real. No one cares about my background as dev as much as what the project is doing. So we introduce them, then we talk about our project, and then we leave it open for questions while we will ask each other questions, clarifying questions for everything that was said from the opposing project. So we'll be doing that nice and simple, and then announcing off the next project to project AMA. This is beautiful for our networking and exposure. I already got off a call for one of the devs from our last Hulk Enu Twitter space. But now we're stretching the Twitter. The Twitter space is still happening as that coming together of multiple projects, giving them a little bit of time to speak. And now we're stretching off from we spoke to these projects briefly. Now we're going to project AMA, that same interconnected movement that we've been talking about with our utilities, with our marketing plans, with every single piece of creation that we're doing. So it's a stronger impact going forward, right? Doing this more and more will have an impact of they run good spaces. And it's dev to dev, so it's not necessarily influencer to dev, so we can ask the questions that you want to hear. So keep your eye out for that. Keep your eye out for the next AMA. That will be the day after, I can tell you already. Um, and that's already confirmed, along with AMA for Sunday or Monday confirmed. And we're talking about a YouTube AMA as well, which I didn't get to read the answer because I jumped on this call. But yeah, so there's a few different projects we're exploring. We're also already hunting for nominees for the AMA standoff. So I know there's a rule: don't chill inside of a main chat, but anybody here can DM me about a project that one is bullish, past the point of worry, right? Liquidity is locked, CMC, CG, they've had their dips, they've recovered from their dips, they're showing signs of longevity, right? Utilities are out, for example, something that they can stand uh, kind of around what the last AMA standoff was or what Holkino has accomplished. So think eHive, think Mikoto, think Kodachi, think Oni, think Tax Haven Inu. So if you have nominees, DM me. I'll check them out. Send me their Telegram or their chart or their website, and that's how we'll reach out. I can tell you this: it's already something impactful just by me going into these communities asking for team members. I've already seen them jump into our chat from the last AMA standoff, so it definitely has a direct influence. But we are not going into these projects for shilling whatsoever. The whole idea of this intertwining connection is the AMA standoff. So that's one side, and that's a rebuild of project to project AMAs, then coming back into our Twitter space and doing announcements. So you can see how this is growing in three different areas for a more active Twitter space AMAs, and they all start to push each other, right? We've seen that from Swiftoshi, who is a good support of us. He is using our Holkinu rate bot inside of his community. and also supporting us left and right. And we try to do the same back by going on to the murder mystery, giving some tips here and there, and keeping in contact. So we're growing these networks. It's not just a one and done, it's a re-invite for the next one. You guys liked it. Awesome. Going into their chat afterwards saying, hey, we were happy having you guys here. Things like that, that chivalry. Civil chivalry. All right, moving on, guys. Another update is we had a call with China today. This is our second call. China, for people that may not have heard this, we went to SmartCon, and that was in New York, and we connected with a promotion company inside of Hong Kong. So not yeah, China, Hong Kong, which one. But yeah, so they are interconnected to multiple exchange listing promotion companies as well, and what they call, oh, was it family companies and investment companies. So they're saying it's quite the small network over there, and they have a good connection. So the concept of what we're going for is flying out to Hong Kong at the end of this month, going to the FinTech conference, as well as putting this deal in on paper, or finalizing the deal with them by building more of a rapport, right? So this is a promotion company that traditionally goes on retainer. We're in contact with two of their main guys uh, through SmartCon. So we spent like the 3 days together while networking and whatnot, and supporting Voltinu inside a Chainlink SmartCon conference. So go with them. I've met a few other members from the team. The reason I'm saying all this is that China in general, a business practice that's common is guangxi. It's based on reputation, making face. So we're avoiding the retainer because we want to go for longevity. So a lot of times, this is their words, not mine. People will get on the retainer, reap the benefits, and then move on. Cut ties after a couple months. And they're working on that not happening, and that's exactly what we wanted as well. So this will turn into them supporting Hulk Eno by us talking about tracking. So they're going to tell us what system they use to track what impact they're into the chart. So if we can track wallets or a geo tracker, so whatever's coming from China from a certain date, then they'll get a percentage of what comes into the marketing wallet. So there's a few different options we're discussing for that, or they'll be taking really my revenue from the NFTs. So there's 10% allocated to the revenue from all of the NFTs. I'm willing to sacrifice that if they want to focus on NFTs, focus on pumping the chart. Both of them are kind of intertwined to each other, right? If they get the NFTs, they're going to want to get into the chart to have tokens for staking. And if they're in the chart and then staking's going away, they're going to want NFTs. They're both great options. So to go more and finalize that, I already see I've been talking more. I'm only halfway through the update section. Um, what that looks like is my guy Eddie. He'll be talking to the CEO who was meant to be on this call, but we talked to a senior in the company along with us. His name was Patrick. But yeah, so Eddie will be talking to the CEO Dan, um, and just running through this idea before I book my ticket. So this evening, I'm going to be looking for tickets to Hong Kong. They're extremely expensive, extremely long. I'd like to know that we're in business, and then it's just ironing out details while I'm there. Worst case scenario, we go to FinTech, and I'm in Hong Kong for a month, going around the different conferences, doing my thing, drinking Red Bull, which I never drink, and making me super hyper and talking. The idea is you do business over drinks. So I'm used to that as well. So it'll be a fun experience for myself, but a very impactful experience for Hokino. The vibe as far as what we do, meme coins are not so prevalent inside of Hong Kong, which is great for us because we are a meme coin that's turned to utility, which really we're a theme coin. Where Hokino is our theme of strength and ferocity. The strongest of the Inus is the goal, right? So 100 mil is the minimum. Um, I'll get to your question in a second, Adrian. But yeah, so 100 million market cap is our minimum goal because that is what we did with Wolverino, and we aim to surpass that by building and building and building, as you can see with this interconnected plan. So I'll answer your question now. Hokey swap is not necessarily impactful, right? What benefits if we were to do Hokey swap? I'll answer with a question for afterwards. What benefits could Hulk Inu offer to the market in comparison to a Shiba swap, a Volti change? It is something that we can pursue later on, but right now we're sticking with practical movements that are inside of our org, that I like to call it. You know that we're how we're interconnected with Metabrawl Inu character tokens. So that is that comic. That's the IRL company. That's NFTs. It's a lot of the things that we're doing now, where yeah, it's just like exchange listings. Oh yeah, it's a bullish, hollow sentiment. You know, if we're doing a hokey swap, and you know, I've seen so many of them launch and quite bullish projects and concepts, but you know, it doesn't really go anywhere, especially in a bear market where there's not so much traffic. It just doesn't add up. I think it's just something that is a good look and not actual practical. And yes, Crypto Prince is right. NFT Marketplace is a good example as well. Metabrawl Inu launches, and our goal is to put out the NFT Marketplace because multiple NFTs will be already being used for the game, but more are very likely to be minted by every single project. Ours, who knows? I mean, we're doing NFT comics after that, and then probably doing a fun concept for NFTs after that to celebrate the game. So that's three different um, forms of NFT, and these other projects have sold out. So they'll probably want more NFTs, and we'll be the face of the NFT marketplace for Metabrawl. You know, exactly. Focus on the matter at hand, Adrian. Will I am gonna not look at this chat anymore because I have more announcements. Tag me in your questions and comments, and right when I'm done, I'll read them off and answer them. So the call with China was great. Um, my guy told me we're pretty much buddy buddy. He said, you know, he had to go over everything again with the senior there to show that he had worked for the to not waive the retainer fee. I basically gave them three different options: one on pumping the chart, one on yeah, still pumping the chart, but a different percentage, and we orchestrate a collaboration as us representing Holkino, which is something I want to talk about. And the other was I give my portion of the team profits from the NFTs if they can sell them out, which again intrinsic to both. But what I want to talk about was the collaboration aspect. So all goes well with this, right? Again, interconnected growth. One movement that we do should move into many more movements, you know, milking it for everything that it has, but also providing for everything it has. So you see us now doing project to project AMAs, AMA standoff, and you know, inviting people and networking with people, right? And we've already gotten questions of how did you do this? How did you do that? Which we have no problem answering. We get on calls and try to help where we can. So you got to picture it like this: that we do this deal with China. They're an investment company as well. They invest, so they have a hand in the bag. And we're networking in China, getting all these investment companies to invest into us because we're so unique, and we also have this verification of, oh yeah, no, it's all legit. Um, and then we see green inside of Holkinu's chart, like a lot of green. We see we see NFTs being sold out, which means a lot more green. And you know, in a short period of time, where this is more of the we're fighting the bear market, right now we're adapting, embracing, surviving, and you know, fighting to an extent, right? We are one of the more stable charts out, but this would be the fight in the sense of no matter what's happening, we're pumping up, right? By entering Hong Kong with this generational income and you know big bags, and then also telling them DCA for our chart stability. But this is going to bring a lot of eyebrows, a lot of new investors that are also contribute to that. So that's why the geo tracking is important, so we know. Yeah, if it's FOMO and word of mouth through China, that's still through them. No problem paying that out. But if it's you know anywhere else in the world, by like you know, you guys saying, "Oh, we're pumping up, let me invest more," whatever it may be, or new people by shilling off big buys, et cetera. You know what we're doing on our side. That will be segregated, separated. But that is not my point. My point is this goes well, then now we say this is all because of the Chinese promotion company, which it is. But then I'm able to collaborate with them and say, look, I'll promote you guys out to Volt Eno, just like how Eddie is for me, my guy, my communication, then I'm communication for, well, first Wolverino, Voltino, Shibnobi, Captain Eno. I know all of these guys personally. Um, so yeah, then we become the plug for China, which is an asset in its own. So if their impact starts to lower, then we switch it to, we charge. This will be a new utility of Hope China enters into China and whatnot. But yeah, that can be explored more on what that entails. But that is what we're looking for. The World Tour Conference, and Hokinu partnered with this Chinese company, promotion company, and showing the chart, showing the date of, look, this is when it took off. This company's based. So this is the pitch that we're going for while we're out there over drinks, and my passion. You've never seen me with drinks, so even more passionate. I'm like, no, listen, listen, Linda, listen. But yeah, so I'm pretty amped on that. Eddie likes it a lot. He said that this is exactly what they're looking for, and that's why he's brought up that they get dropped from clients after 2 months, 3 months after they got the bang for their buck, and that's how we're getting around it for them too. So that's the update from the Chinese call, which went very well. Obviously, 12-hour difference. So his 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. will be my 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. So he told me to call me after the meeting. I said, yeah, try give a call if I don't answer because it's late or I'll be groggy. Send it in text and I'll give you a call directly. And then we'll book that ticket. So I'm looking for tickets before that call, so I can just be like, bam, tickets booked. Here's my itinerary, and that's already a wow factor, right? So he goes back to his boss like, dude, he just booked his ticket. I don't know if you guys get it. This is a big thing in China. This type of dedication and transparency, like what we're doing with you guys. So a Twitter Space featured is also confirmed for. Wait, there's two now. The one that I remember is for the talent show. So that'll be fun. So after our Twitter space on Saturday, I'll close it off and we'll hop over. And at that point, I'll retweet. I'll hop over to Jigsaw's talent show. I've invited Jigsaw as well. We're waiting for confirmation for Saturday. Ideas for them to pitch early on, tell us about their project. They can go do their call, and then we'll retweet saying, hey, we're over at this talent show. We do a pitch, and then we show a talent, so you guys will see if I'm talented or not. But yeah, so that is some of the updates for the week in general and what is being confirmed today. So a bit of mix and match within the near future and the updates. But on top of that, guys, more bullish news. Today is the 18th. Bobby Buybot ads are tomorrow, the 19th. So if you guys are bullish on Bobby Buybot ads, it was a week and a half, 2 weeks waiting for these ads. So we already waited like a week to get a slot, and then it was like a week and a half whenever I announced it. If you want to scroll back, that's how long the wait was. So if you're bullish on Bobby Bye, feel free to DCA and see if something's happening tomorrow. But on top of that, tomorrow we have our AMA uh, with Pocket Cows at 6:30 p.m. EST, and we'll also probably have some callers out announcing about Bobby Bybot. But we also will have callers for once China is confirmed too. So hopefully, right? No, I'm not supposed to be on the hopefully side. Hopefully, we get good news. I book my ticket, and then we're announcing on callers channels. Hokinu enters China, and Bobby Buybot ads are happening right now. Bubble Buybot ads on the way. With Bubble Buybot, I was ready, did everything, didn't work. Talked to the devs. Name's Brian. He said, give me 2 or 3 days. He wants me to KYC to him because I don't know, I guess it's not going so smoothly he wants to make sure the legit project. So I'm fine with that. I'm just not giving him my social security number or anything, but I'll give him a picture with me and my ID. So the way you can pay for it is Binance Pay and Crypto.com Pay, which was meant to be a KYC's process, but at the same time, you can just hire somebody to pay for you. So I've been talking for a long time. Everything's pretty much in the future as well, but to run over what's going to be happening in the near future quickly. Next Holkino AMA standoff is in development. Everyone send your nominees. This is the time where you can show projects. We're looking for an active community and aspects of longevity. So based and active. 24/7 YouTube Hulk Inu music channel is on the way. There's no rush. It's a fun utility. When we have time, we'll be pushing it out. Issue with that is that some of the videos sorry, not the videos. The songs uploaded to YouTube are not downloadable, so we can either do it without them and then tell them you can upload whenever you like, or we'll be reaching out to them as well. But Bobby Bye Bye tomorrow, 19th. Well, technically, hopefully, in yeah, I don't know what time zone they're in, but hopefully it starts at midnight. Bubble Bye Bye ads to come 2 or 3 days. He told me give him some time to sort everything out. Twitter Space feature this Saturday at 9 p.m. EST, 1 hour after our Saturday Smash Space, and that is the Jigsaw Talent Show. I got some talent, guys. I'm not going to Easter egg it, so we'll stand out with my talent too. Finally an excuse to show off. Project to project collaborative AMAs. I do believe we have about 4 or 5 confirmed. They will be announced after each AMA to not distract from what is to come. Holkina will be reviewed by a new YouTuber soon. That is our one of our rewards from winning the Deca Mega Space. It should be Crypto Rodney, who was on the Deca Mega Space and asked us a question. It'll be one of the 1 minute real reviews that are happening on YouTube. It's meant to be a lot more grasping. They get bigger retention from it instead of watching a 20 to 30 minute or hour long video. Um, and then the Smash Space is 8 p.m. EST. We're inviting all of the members that didn't get to talk on the space last time, and we'll be sending out a list of who's going first. And I'm also trying to get some influencers in there for those projects. I think that's a nice little mix, right? So imagine, we have five. Well, we have an hour for this Twitter Space AMA, but if we have like 5 to 10 projects, and then in between those we have Adam Shelton hop on, talk about his service, Believes Crypto, El Musa, callers from Telegram that come on. I think that would be impactful for those projects too. So another new twist. We're going to be adding in voting for that to get the members that are in there to come in and vote into our community. Hulk Enum Mystery Utility is being tested. Um, yeah, I'm looking at Thursday for the next test. New utility pressure onto Prestige, the company we're partnered with. Briefly after that, our second new utility will be launched. And I've also invited them to one of our spaces, but we'll have a collaborative AMA with them as a launch for it. Holkino attends FinTech, which we'll find out the final answer. Hopefully, I book my ticket this evening or first thing tomorrow morning. So we'll visit the marketing companies that they're connected with, their company, broker deal, investment companies as well, fintech, and apparently there's multiple events weekly. So we'll be going to even more events and announcing them as we go. But we'll get that when we arrive or before we go. General announcements are V2 staking will be released at the NFT Round 1 sellout. The Round 1 sellout is imperative for the race to Valhalla, for perpetuity, and for the algorithms to all make sense. When V2 staking is released, that is the start of the race to Valhalla. There will be a countdown, but also massive marketing campaigns around it. Humongous buybacks of 12 Ethereum buyback. It'll be in one go. That may change in the next rounds, depending on how this one go goes. But the idea is big boom, promote to callers for them, just to put it into their group as you've seen. Gives a lot of exposure to us, and also helpful for you guys as members. Whoever is quickest to DCA, please don't dump. But again, there's no stopping it. Gotta work with it. So that is buyback, then massive marketing campaigns, exchange listings, and more AMAs, and then also pushing out NFT round 2 very quickly after. So again, interconnected movement. And our publicist is ready to go. Ethereum is looking, let me refresh. It's looking decent, 1310, back to where we were, nice and sideways. Sideways price action, waiting for that pump at 1400. That will definitely bring more traffic in. And we're at the point of, it touches 1400, and you're going to see some major news articles happening and announcements. And then after the conferences, as far as more of the long term, after we go to the Chinese conference, I'll be back stateside. And then going to World Tour AMAs, hit up a couple of influencers in person, giving that its beta test marketing push, vlogging the trip to China as well. And then going from there, probably re-entering China in January. One, hiding from the winter, but two, there's multiple events. And from Hong Kong, we've learned that Hong Kong is big on crypto now. Bangkok and just Thailand in general has it's a hub for crypto, which I already know. And also Philippines, surprisingly. Well, not surprisingly, honestly, but yeah. So I'll be in a few different places. I know some Filipinos will be able to meet in person if they're up for it, as well as Thailand, Hong Kong, and a little bit of Japan, is what I'm hearing. But we'll get more research when that time comes, and attending conferences across Asia too. So China's the start of it. Everything goes well. Come back to the States, vlog about with influencers in person, talk about that, and back to China to do it all again and more pumps. But yeah, so those are the general announcements. It was a lot. Sorry. I think this was pretty structured. But yeah, any questions, let me know. I'm currently scrolling through the chat to see if I missed any of the questions or comments or feedback. The floor is yours. I'm not tagged, but I'm still checking to be sure. So I see Hulky swap. Um, if we get that, this token would be on a whole other level. I agree, but it's also when we get the reasoning for why our Hulk swap is so much better, right? It's just like, think about it of if you were doing it yourself and what aspects are you putting in there that's going to make it so wow compared to other places, right? I mean, in the long run, yes, we can definitely incorporate those things, but for now we have four utilities out, three coming, and two being discussed. So within 6 months, what is that, like three, uh, nine utilities out. So the more utilities, I think, the more power to us, along with promoting it too. So we have to move cautiously. But a hokey swap in a bear market, where's the traffic? Yeah, accumulation phase right now. And it's news that hasn't been heard because we're not planning on doing a hokey swap anytime soon. This is like hokey swap would be the end of our roadmap. When you see roadmap V2, hokey swap would most likely be on there. I'm not even sure if it'd be called Hulky Swap. It's a bit too cute. You want it to be something cool. People get hyped about Hulky Swap. Okay, so I see Thor's Crypto had a question. So Bobby Bot is, I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know Bobby Bot, but just to clarify, Bobby Bot is like, the main bot that shows buys coming in. So you saw that 1.6 ETH buy, which isn't pinned. I don't know if I imagined it. Should be pinned, or I'm still scrolling, so I don't know. But yeah, BobbyBot, it shows all of the buys across all Ethereum and other chains, I think. Yeah, it's been some time. But yeah, so for the 19th, we will be advertised on a link to our community at the bottom of BobbyBot all day long on every single buy that happens across the entire space. Yeah, you got it, Thors. Okay. I'm scrolling down, it's like it's already been answered. Any other questions, guys? 23 comments down. 12 of these buys are sexy, they get eaten up, or then you have somebody controlling the chart. I prefer whales DCAing in. But yeah, either way, we'll definitely pump it. This is technically a question from Crypto Prince. Which connecting forums come with V2? Oh, I see. With V2 staking, I'm assuming. You have a choice between Ethereum staking rewards or USDC staking rewards. Everybody's texting, everyone's scared to talk. I got to do all this reading. Yeah, tagging's helpful because then I wouldn't have to scroll through everything. I'm very distracted. Okay. And Adrian will ask any buy competition soon. We do have a buy competition going on now. It is pinned to our Twitter for convenience. I will read it off to you. So it is surrounding the whole Kinu Tamagotchis. The buy comp is, oh, it's pretty simple. Biggest buy gets 50% back at the NFT sellout. So your biggest buy, let's say it was this last 1.6 ETH we saw, you would be getting, oh man, why didn't I do something easy? 0.8 ETH back right from us right into your wallet. And you can ape again. For me, just you going and spreading Hokino everywhere you can is what's going to make a real difference. That takes the community to also. That's right, OG Runner. Shout out to you. Not the reward. How do I tag? Oh, I see. You got it. The ad symbol. Which reward? Yeah, first we got it. Hello. Oh man, psyched me out there, Adrian Will. Everyone's comfortable typing today. No problem.
No one got a voice in this chat.
Yeah, right? What happened? Maybe when they talk, I overspeak. Long time since I heard your voice, OG.
The last couple of times I've been on, I've had snoring people or telly in the background, so I've just typed in the chat. I've come in the kitchen where it's a bit quieter.
Okay, I'm hearing. Question from Crypto Prince. It was more about which wallet do you have in mind to connect to the website for NFTs? I thought your question was about rewards. How's life been, OG?
Not too bad, apart from breaking my little toe last night. I'm all right.
Oh, ooh. Oh man, I
Kids,
got phantom pains.
kids and scooters at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh man, worst fear. I saw that in a prank video. Same
Yeah, that was
thing.
basically
Bottom of the stairs, broke his toe.
yeah, that was basically me. And then I had to stick a sock in my mouth so I didn't say too many profanities.
Oh man, I thought you were about to say some Rambo shit of stick a sock in your mouth while you snapped it back into place. I'm like, damn, go to the doctor.
Uh, yeah, no, there's not a lot I can do. There's only tape them together.
Oh,
Yeah.
sheesh.
So I
Oh,
just
what?
basically turned the little toe sideways.
Oh man. Ah.
One of them
Why did you have
ones.
to be the one to speak, man? You give me goosebumps. Got the heebie-jeebies. Send picture. Send picker. It did happen.
Yeah, I will do.
All right. So Crypto Prince says we hear about rewards all day long. Poca says it's about the staking fam because there's only two wallet options. Yeah, Trust Wallet and MetaMask. And then Crypto Prince says baseball. You should have some connect functionality for the future NFT marketplace and staking. I think you mean about a ledger, right? Still waiting on that pick, OG. I got a secret fetish for broken toes. No, I'm just kidding, guys. That was dark. So for the NFT to enter, wait, hold on. Yes, let me see what's wrong with them. CryptoPrince says, I can connect to your NFT, but not staking. That is the point we need to avoid in the future for new coming investors. I see. So adding wallet connecting to staking. Adrian Wells says, can we fix the quick links on top of the minting DApp? Oh, dude, what? They stopped working. Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm looking at that right now. Let me copy this picture. Good call, Adrian. Well, thank you. Too many moving pieces. This is where the community comes in handy. See, this is that feedback I tell you we implement directly. Yeah, while he's at it, add in the Valhalla picture in that. Oh man, it's great. I gotta deal with the minting dev again. Hold on, let me check before I say. Stress. That's all I'll say. Stress. Minting dev. Based, but stress. Um, if there's any other questions that are uh, pressing, you can say over VC. I'm just sending this over. I should be done in a second. That's the Valhalla art. Okay. That's done. Already responded. 115 are left, Chuck, if you're on VC. And 113. Boom, just like that. Wait, did I get played? Man, I got played by a forward buy this whole time. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, go ahead, Crypto Prince. All questions are welcome, guys.
One foot fetish photo sent.
Yeah, I laughed at that internally. Foot fetish on the come up. Crypto Prince says, did you have in mind to take fees for the trades in the marketplace? Yes. That's how we fund the marketplace. That's the whole incentive. Yeah, so just like how OpenSea works. with some added benefits, of course. We got some more time to give a full plan for that. Chuck that. Okay, JK. Man really wants to smash or pass dating app. But yeah, if anybody missed the VC updates, I can run through them quickly again. The written version obviously won't be as detailed, so when I post them, but this will also be uploaded to YouTube for you guys to review. But yeah, there's some more detailed information on this VC. But yeah, otherwise you'll be updated soon in more detail. All right. Any other questions for the VC? Otherwise, I will close it out, schedule the AMA for tomorrow with Pocket Cows. I will do the 3 count. Remember, Bobby Buyabot ads coming in tomorrow. Bubba Buyabot ads a few days after. Hopefully, the dev gets his shit together. And if he's here listening, no offense, but we're antsy. Oh, one other thing is with the Bubba Buyabot ads, I just got said that we're most likely going to be the first to use it. So the headache is worth it. That got me nice and settled. Right when I overspoke, I was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's cool." Yeah, I also offered him for help. So he's looking for a secure verification, and I have some guys that can handle that for him. So, uh, if he wants to help, sweet, and maybe he gives us a nice reward. If not, you're welcome. Yeah. So with that, any questions? Going once. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. Crypto Prince, let's go. All questions are welcome, guys. Clarification. Someone says, "Hey, man, I missed the entire VC update. Can you go over it again?" That's welcome. I love the engagement and I love the feedback, and we're already incorporating one of these pieces of feedback now. Well, I need to compile the links because it's lazy. Smashification. I'll tell you one thing, Chuck Bass keeps pushing the smash or pass dating app. It's gonna happen eventually. Whoa. Somehow Chuck Bass heard me. I don't see you listed on here. The VC participants. Here we go. Crypto Prince. Admin told me that if you buy Valhalla package, you can upgrade your NFT to Valhalla anytime, even a few years later. I needed to confirm from you. Yes. So there's I want to address some of the wording that you have, right? So there's a Valhalla pack. So if you check out the minting DApp, if you or the white paper, page 10 or 11, or a few after, but so if you were to mint 20, which a couple of members already have 20 NFTs, then you directly get a pre-evolved Valhalla. What that means is when V2 staking DApp comes out, you're able to stake your tokens with the Valhalla benefits directly. So a 50% increase in staking rewards, profit sharing. They already are enjoying 0% buy and sell tax. But to answer your question for what I think you mean, that if you were to buy an NFT now, Yes, you can upgrade it to Valhalla at any time. Staking dApp will be up in perpetuity. And how you upgrade to Valhalla is simply by compounding, and over time, your NFT evolves to Valhalla. So there's three phases in between. You start at Banner, which is access to staking. Then you evolve to Beast, is a 10% increase from original. Then you upgrade to War, which is a 20% increase from the original rates. Battle is 30% increase. And finally, Valhalla jumps to a 50% increase in your stake and rewards from the basis of staking. You start your NFT when it evolves will be burned and minted again for you to have the new version. So it starts black and white, goes into color, goes into shimmer NFT, goes into a GIF NFT, and then ends off with your 3D Valhalla NFT. Yes. Yeah. A few years later, you can also upgrade. The staking dApp is made in perpetuity by being funded by the staking pool itself and multiple transactions into it. In the very far future, or no, the very near future, we'll have multiple forms of streamlined income that can also be put into the staking dApp to even increase the staking in perpetuity. As you see, with our staking dApp being based on volume, obviously a fixed APY is a project killer from what you can see in comparison, which is why volume is imperative, which we're sticking with. But volume goes up and up and up, and that'll provide for the staking dApp as well. But it'll also be fueled by multiple different venues along with our streamlined income principles. So yes, even a few years later, your NFT is coded to it. Adrian Will got caught. The VC worst fear. Why wait a few years is to stock up on tokens. Yeah, but I mean, if you're a token holder already, bear in mind with our both staking dApps, your tokens are not locked. So if you're holding, you may as well stake. So you're getting rewards, growing your bag, um, and compounding. Well, by compounding and by your rewards. So I mean, oh yeah, good point, Chuck Bass. He's swimming. That's the sound effect. But yeah, so to answer you for your concerns of you wanted to stock up on tokens, that would be a much better way of stocking up on tokens. Is stake your tokens that you hold. They're not locked, and you're getting rewards, and that way you can compete in the race to Valhalla, and also stock up on tokens by compounding your staking rewards. So hopefully that clarifies it for you. Sam, good question. So I spoke to China today, and we've talked about multiple different deals. It all sounds very promising. Eddie is my guy, my point of contact, and he is going to be talking to the CEO, Dan, at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. his time, which is 11 p.m. or midnight my time on Eastern. So he will call me or well, first we said send me a message or a voice message, and then I can give a call directly. But yeah, I'm looking for tickets today because it's not too far away and tickets are expansive. But yeah, as long as there's yeah, we can explore those deals. I'll go over there, attend FinTech conference, and meet with them, multiple other companies, get it all going. So yeah, we've talked about it quite thoroughly. So it's been 4 calls. Two of those calls have been with me and Eddie. So we had a call today, and then so we had a follow-up call today, and just me and Eddie alone after a follow-up call to the follow-up call. He's currently sleeping. So flying to China would be most likely the 30th, 12 days from now, depending where you are in the world. The conference starts on the 31st. Conference starts on the 31st and ends on the 4th of November. But I will be based in Hong Kong for the time being to be going to more events and networking with more new contacts. Does that answer your question? No, I set an alarm. What was the alarm for? Oh man, OG, I just saw the picture, man.
Mangled, isn't it?
Yeah. How much is the plane ticket to China? It is looking at a 18 or 20-hour flights. It was 1,300, but I could fly from New York for 1,000. I kind of researched my flights quite intensely, but I'm not trying to do a flight to go into another 20-hour flight. But yeah, it depends. Sometimes it's a better deal on a shorter route. But yeah, so I was looking at 1,300 to 1,500 from Dallas, but 1,040 from New York. And on top of that, accommodation probably be like 1,000, and on top of that, tickets to the FinTech conference and food. Man's got to eat. Yeah, it'll be out of pocket.
If you
Yeah.
like seafood, you've got to go and get some of the king crab they do over there.
Oh, I've had that in Thailand. Yeah, it's good. Hopefully not as spicy. Yeah, beautiful leading front for China is incentive for them to do extra well with Holkino. And then I can cross promote. I already know that a few of those two of those projects instantly will be on it with like shock. What? What? Just this guy? What? Let me get contact, and then we'll be the plug for China. Ask any dev man. Ask anywhere. How do you get into China? If anyone says Weibo or WeChat, scam, junk. So superpower across the space. Top devs will want to get in on this access to China deal because nobody has the push to book themselves a ticket and go to Hong Kong and meet in person. So very
That's
interesting. Very
exactly it.
excited to hear what this. Say again.
Just saying that's exactly it. You don't get the Debs doing what you're doing, mate. That's the difference.
Yeah, bro. Dedicated and elevated on the plane. Yeah, it's a long plane ride, so we got to factor in that Wi-Fi cost, man. I can't stay away from this chart for 18 hours in the sky.
Bored
Or
like
I could
me.
also I could still plan it out. I've had times where I've gone into meetings and whatnot, but you guys still see tweets going out, YouTube videos dropping, calls coming in. But there's always a couple of them that are stragglers. I'm like, where was the tweet? But yeah. So it's exciting times with China as far as, like reoccurring pumps and reoccurring business from them. On top of that, Bobby Bybot ads coming in tomorrow, Bubble Bybot ads shortly after. Project to project AMAs, multiple are on the way, one after each other. Our Twitter space will be nice and bullish, and then we're going to a talent show on Jigsaw Tokens Twitter and do like I think it was like 15-minute pitch or 5 to 15-minute pitch, and then showcasing a talent. So that'll be fun. You'll see something that I can do. That along with Crypto Prince stating that Lunarway exchange inside of Denmark that allows you to make bank transfers to purchase crypto, which is, from what I've seen briefly in chat, meant to be cheaper than gas fees. So Crypto Prince got the hookup for cheaper fees than we do. And they're interested. He called, confirmed. Apparently, a retailer is putting in a good word for us. They have 23 project listed. Did I hear from? Let's check again. No, I did not get an email yesterday. I think I mentioned that on the call, but let's open up the good old Hulk email. Eldwin. No, no, no. No word from a Lunar Way. No. More word from another Chinese company that I met. They do, oh, hard to explain, credit cards for crypto where you don't get taxed. Um, I'll check them out and then I'll be able to hook you guys up with some non-tax crypto.
Hey, you're talking.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's interesting. It's that there's no capital gain tax in Hong Kong. So they have like some type of retainer. You go into debt, you pay it off with crypto. So they don't have to pay tax. And because you're paying off debt, you don't pay off tax. Something like that. Very interesting. They dropped some big names. Voltinu guys are very interested in it. But I'm kind of, my tax payments are all over the place. 3 different passports. But yeah, that was some of the announcements in a very minor overview, along with utility coming. I'm pushing up the merch line to go faster by designing it ourselves, but getting discount. But that goes into the designing cost. But it just gives us a faster delivery. Looking into tickets to China for when they say, yeah, we're good to go, man. We're happy to have you come over here. They also said that they may be able to give me discount is another reason why. The way I see it is, there's also just why not just fly over and worst case, just go to FinTech with this company and be able to network through them, have some fun. So that's also the idea behind it. So, but that the discount for the ticket was, oh, hold on, let me hold up a second. And also, part of a negotiation tactic of, so I don't need you guys, you need me. Yeah, with that, any questions going once? Here we go. Crypto Prince says, baseball discount for listing or marketing? Question. For for the ticket, for the plane ticket. No, no, no. Your questions are always welcome, Crypto Prince. Yeah, they offer discount for. We already negotiated out quite strong discount. Is what I was talking about before about working together. So yeah, discount. I was gonna book my ticket, saying we ended the call saying, all right, I'll book my ticket, but he said, wait, let me double check with CEO Dan. First thing in the morning, it was like 11 p.m. for him. It was 11 a.m. for me here. Um, talk to the CEO, and then he'll send me a message or a voice message. And if it's pressing, I'll call him directly. Otherwise, I'll book my tickets, and then we're good to go. But he also mentioned that they may be able to get me discounted flights. But yeah, we already have, and they don't do listing, but yeah, for marketing, so discounts for their marketing as far as their retainer percentage of what impact they bring, which is much more bullish. Instead of paying 15, 20K and just, yeah, hopefully they're going to do a good job. But instead, they're nice and confident, say, like, look, the cash we bring in and we need to get geo tracking set up. Then we'll take a percentage from that, which is basically like a portion of the marketing wallets or a portion of our NFTs, which is already a great deal. But on top of that, we can cross promote for them too. So green on Hulk's chart, we'll get Metabrawl Inu characters super bullish, and also these project to project AMAs super bullish. Our winner of our AMA standoff, eHive, definitely want to pursue that. But we are I guess, the tester, but we're also the ones that are flying in person and brokering a good deal where they wouldn't get this deal that we're getting. And yes, the space is still good for Saturday, Taz Crypto. Um, did you have somebody that you had in mind that wanted to speak? You can feel free to DM me and I'll reach out to them and we can talk to them. We're currently compiling a list. Last week, a few projects didn't get to speak. Plus, this space will be 1 hour and a little bit, so we can go over to the talent show with Jigsaw Token, and extend a branch that way. So this one will be a bit more organized. Of hey, you have 5 minutes, go ahead, and then it'll be a list of one, two, three, four, like the AMA standoff. But yeah, the space for Saturday is still good to go. I am about to do the space for, and that's what the alarm was. The space for the AMA tomorrow. Sorry, intruder. The space for the AMA tomorrow. And yeah, in between that, I'll schedule the space for Saturday. Yeah, feel free to come by. We got a few projects that I'll be joining already confirmed. And yeah, thinking about getting influencers to come in and promote their services in between. So that's part of that. Hey, look what we provided for you guys. And the influencer can also hear. So yeah, set a reminder. Any thoughts on what we should call these project to project AMAs for our Twitter space? They cap out on your titles. So maybe collab AMA. Collab AMA with some fire. They count your spacing. Man, tweeting these spaces is just time consuming. Thank you, Crypto Prince. I'll be updating you guys once my flight is booked and we're in confirmed and whatnot. And also the FinTech conference. It'll all be posted and pinned and whatnot. Obviously, not my full ticket. Um, or maybe yes, with some erasing of important details. 19 Wednesday, Polka. So yeah, so our space tomorrow, our we're instead of the VC updates, our daily Telegram VC update with Dev tomorrow, we're going to be having Twitter space with Pocket Cows Farm at 6:30 p.m. EST. And we're going to be announcing the next project to project AMA space after that. This one, nice and simple introduction of the project to project space, introducing them, saying hello, and having them speak about their project. And then they'll ask about our project. We talk about ours, and then we open it up for questions. Thank you for coming, hugs and kisses, and good to go. So this is great for one networking now, but also as we grow with more developments. That's the example I was leading about us being a plug into China. So we do project to project AMAs with these guys, and we'll help them where we can. They help us where we can. The background. This is already enough of a face to face collaboration. But then we can also let them know like, hey, look, our chart. We announced this day collab, sorry, partnership in China with a marketing company. Um, Safe. I'll be your in between guy. Stuff like that. I hate making these space tweets. Um, any other questions from anybody? Feel free. There is no wrong question. No one will be like, "Oh man, we already answered that." I'm more than happy to repeat myself if you miss something. I knew it. Every time I say it, I knew someone's gonna do it. And of course, it's Adrian the whale. Missed the AMA. I've repeated. You were here from the beginning. I'm not following for it. I'm not following for it. Falling for it. Oh man, that got me out of my loop. That's right, Crypto Prince. NFT sellout, 12 ETH buyback, massive marketing. Some of that looks like World Tour AMA, exchange listings. What I'm excited for is the start of a billboard campaign inside of New York. Yeah, billboard so, but it's again a unique twist to it where it's cinematic 3D out of frame video of Hulk Eno. So definitely stands out. Um, 12 ETH, and then also the start of the race to Valhalla, which is the beginning of our organic market maker. So every 8 hours, you're going to see multiple people compounding as well for the inevitable small dip in the 12 ETH buyback. Oh yeah, we never stop. We never stop with these updates, guys. And now we're all starting to see multiple coming into play. Collab AMA or dev to dev AMA, project to project is too long. I think collab AMA. I don't want to just call it an AMA. It's not necessarily what it is. Good point, OG. 12 Ethereum buyback is just in the first round. It'll total out it's 60 Ethereum into buybacks. Uh-oh, Crypto Prince is going to be a Valhalla holder. Welcome to the gang, my guy.
So how to do it.
Smart man. It's the only way. Up. You guys know Crypto Prince, no joke. Hey, you're not the only one, my friend. I've heard this. There's a few other ones doing the same thing. You got some competition, but in your own time, my man. Or my lady, who knows? Could be Crypto Princess. 6:30. ST is 5:30 p.m. Okay. That'll be 19. Oh. Mhm. I hate scheduling spaces. I just lost everything I just wrote, but it was just a bit. Take care, Thor's Crypto. Thank you for joining, bud. Oh yeah, sorry. I guess there's no more questions. Sorry, I caught up in setting up the project to project AMA. I'll be out in a second. We can post and pin it, and then everybody shall retweet it. Let's go. All right, with that, guys, I think we got all questions in. Shout out to everyone that joined in. Thank you, Poca, AJ Raval, Thor's Crypto, Lone Wolf, Taz Crypto, OG Runner Green, AEM, aka Hexa. Thank you guys for joining the Hulk Inu Daily VC. Make sure to join and set your reminder for tomorrow's AMA with Pocket Cows at 6:30 p.m. EST on Twitter. With that, guys, Hulk out.
Hulk.
Bobby Bye Bot ads tomorrow. Don't forget about Bobby tomorrow. I'll post a pin for that later on tonight too. All right. Peace, guys. Hulk out.